James Webb Telescope discovers mind-blowing wormhole in faraway galaxy. Have you ever imagined how the world would have been without technology? Surely it would be like the old years when people's minds were boxed up to live small. But recently, technology again provided the power of its existence as one of NASA's machines, James Webb Telescope, found something exciting in outer space. Wondering what it could be? The James Webb Space Telescope. JWST is the successor of NASA's flagship mission, Hubble, and it was built primarily for infrared astronomy. However, unlike the Hubble space technology, this telescope, the largest optical telescope in space, has an increased infrared resolution and sensitivity, enabling it to view objects that are faint, distant, or too early. Its mirror is likewise covered in a microscopically thin layer of gold, which optimizes them for reflecting infrared light, hence its ability to see objects clearly. It is also 100 times more powerful than the Hubble Space Telescope. Previous findings. Just in the previous NASA's press conference, when the team informed or released to the public about their new invention, pictures from the over $10 billion observatory sent to space in December 2021 were finally released on July 12, 2022, along with an amount of spectroscopic data. The first set of released pictures showed the deepest infrared image of the distant universe. The JWST also showed galaxy cluster SMACS 0723, believed to have existed 4.6 billion years ago. Exoplanet WASP 96b spectrum, the biggest planet outside our planet, made up of mainly gas, was also captured. Southern Ring Nebula, Stephan's Quintet, and the Carina Nebula have also been captured. Yet while the telescope still hovered around in space, it discovered many other interesting galaxies. For instance, it recently discovered something the world had never seen but heard of before, an actual wormhole. The mind-blowing wormhole in a faraway galaxy. While the majority were expectant of what the telescope would discover, no one expected it to be something that the great scientist Albert Einstein had worked out mathematically years ago, a wormhole. But as seen by James Webb Space Telescope, the wormhole is located at the center. It's almost like traveling through a space tunnel. According to Albert Einstein, a wormhole is a solution that described his theory of general relativity, which connects two distant points. It is simply building a black hole and connecting it to a white hole, which is the opposite of a black hole. This wormhole solution was discovered in 1935 by Albert Einstein and Nathan Rosen, and the solution began with the mathematical solution of a black hole, which consists of a singularity or a point of infinite density coupled with a horizon surrounding its singularity beyond which an object can escape. In other words, any human who goes there or finds himself there could very likely be trapped in time until eternity. Where does this mind-blowing wormhole come from? Albert Einstein found out that for every black hole, there is an accompanying white hole, and a tunnel will connect these two holes because they will exist in separate places in space. This tunnel, this passageway that is called a wormhole, connects two different points in space-time and creates a shortcut that could reduce travel and distance in the universe. It is what James Webb Space Telescope has captured and given scientists something to work on. Because what was once a hypothetical statement and even used in sci-fi has now become a factual statement. A wormhole is not a cozy place or secret passageway in existence. Instead, it is where if any human enters, he remains until eternity. This is because of the instability of the wormhole. According to the mathematical equations of years ago, wormholes are in danger of sudden collapse and high radiation, making them inhabitable places. This can also be said to be a result of the entrance into the hole. The wormhole can only be entered from the side of the dark hole and the horizon, after which the human will remain stuck for life. However, scientists had cited this problem earlier, and mathematical solutions were arrived at to prevent humans from being stuck. It entails that the entrance of the wormhole tunnel is moved beyond the horizon of the black hole. And once this is done, the wormhole becomes a stable place where humans can go in and come out without causing any catastrophic collapse. Extended discussion on the concept of the wormholes. Let us delve deeper to understand the concept of wormholes, most especially on the fact that it functions as a shortcut in space-time and allows for backward time travel. This property will imply that if we could travel faster than the speed of light, we would be able to travel back into the past, and possibly you could have a humorous conversation with your grandmother about how your father behaved as a child. In 2015, some scientists went ahead and created a magnetic wormhole where the magnetic field entered the wormhole and reappeared on the other side. Hence, a very basic analogy to help anyone understand how a wormhole works will be by placing a piece of red velvet fabric across a dining table with black circles on each hem. Then instead of traveling the distance through the table, simply fold the fabrics connecting the circle. The connection, in simple terms, is a wormhole. Ever since then, different scientists have researched and discovered the types of wormholes that might be in existence. 6 types have been discovered. Traversable wormholes, the most popular ones seen in science fiction, it allows people to pass through from one point of the universe to another. Non-traversable is another one that nothing can pass through it, either because the person who passes through it will be destroyed or because it is just an entry point. If we are talking about the wormhole where you can only travel once through them and you will require an entire separate wormhole to return, we are talking about the one-way wormhole. The other 3 types of wormholes discovered are the two-way, intra-universe, and inter-universe wormholes. The two-way universe is complete trip wormholes that allow you to return the trip through the same wormholes. Intra-universe wormholes are located in this our own universe and are for traveling from one point to the other within this universe and not outside. The last of the wormholes is the inter-universe, connects our own universe with another parallel universe. Intra-universe two-way traversable wormholes are the most often wormholes we see in science fiction because it allows a traveler to make a journey, traversable, stay within our universe, intra-universe, and use the same wormhole for the return trip, two-way. Now that we have discovered the existence of a wormhole, are there still more wormholes in the world? Will the scientists who have begun working in the lab to create this wormhole end their experiment? Or will humans truly be able to go back in time and return with no hitch? No one knows as we await other amazing discoveries that jwst will find. However, according to the equations and findings, wormholes are not habitable for humans because of their instability. Yet the equation to stabilize them has been discovered as well. With this new discovery about wormholes, what do you think the scientists are up to?